Hi guys, sitting here at my humble abode, sipping an espresso. This place is called Convivio. Just wanted to take a little bit of time to talk about phishing today. This is CISA.gov. This is basically the FBI's website. And I just want to scroll down a little bit and point this out to you here. More than 90% of successful cyber attacks start with a phishing email. If I was an owner of a mid-enterprise physician practice, I might be a little concerned about that. So what do we do to help protect ourselves against phishing? Well, let's do what every IT and supposed IT and supposed executive leader does and go to AI. Right? How do I protect myself from, how about my company from phishing? And here's gonna be the classic AI list. Employee education. Yep, everybody does their Wiser, everybody does their KnowBe4, everybody does their Ninja.io. They think they got their HRIS LMS system that's going to train them. Promote a culture of security, which nobody in mid-enterprise does anywhere, period. Let's go to technology defenses. Email filtering, anti-phishing software, everybody does it. Multi-factor authentication. Not everybody's doing it, but it's coming along. Coming along. A lot more people are starting to get on the bandwagon. Software updates and patching. Everybody says they're doing it anyway. Get some link protection. Get some, blah, blah, blah. More policy and procedure. Everybody has their policy and procedure. Nobody follows it. Right? So key consideration. They're constantly evolving. Stay up to date on the latest threats. So what does that mean? Well, that means you probably need to get on a CISA.gov RSS feed so you know what's going on. But who has time for that? Especially if you're an IT guy in a mid-enterprise practice. You don't have time for that. You're trying to help some front desk person with their Outlook problem. Same thing if you're an executive. You got some physician not banging down your door. You're not reading some RSS thread of emails coming from CISA.gov. A holistic approach. Boy, that sounds like sales if I ever heard of it. That combines technology, education, and policy. Yeah, great. Mid-enterprise practice. Let's see how successful we are with that. We don't have 20 guys in IT and 30 guys in HR. So that we're not large enterprise. And then regularly review and update your security measures. Oh yeah, we all say we do that. So if this is what you're supposed to be doing, but you're still getting phished, then why? Again, supposedly you're doing all of this. I would argue I haven't seen a mid-enterprise medical practice doing all of this. But let's say you are and you're still getting phished. Well, why? Well, it's a really good question. Why? Let's see. What is Slack? Slack is a built for work. It's an app where you can instantly reach your team to communicate. Okay, well, what's Teams? Teams versus Slack, right? Microsoft Teams and Slack are both collaboration platforms. Oh, look at this look at this. Holy cow. Large adoption of these platforms. Why? Well, the reason you've got large adoption of these platforms is simple. They work. They increase collaboration. They're easier to communicate. And guess what? That's a closed ecosystem. You're not getting phishing attempts in Teams and in Slack. So how could we apply a simple technology like this to help us protect against phishing? What if we turned off internal email so that people can't send email to each other? internally. They can receive email from the outside, but the front desk person can't receive an email from the CEO. Boy, doesn't that blow your mind? If you're watching this right now and you're an executive in a mid-enterprise physician-owned practice, you live in Outlook. You couldn't even imagine not having Outlook. Well, maybe what we should do is get with the times and implement a closed loop communication platform that you already have in Teams or Slack. Train our staff how to use it so that they get the benefits of it, which will just naturally remove the need for email. So we can get to a point, maybe a year from now, where we can turn off routing of internal email. If we turn off routing of internal email, now phishing attempts can't happen, because if a front desk person does get an email from the CEO, they know immediately it's phishing, because that can't happen. Anyway, just wanted to give everybody a quick idea that they could be using to progress their company, a mid-enterprise practice, with all of the shortcomings and potential that those practices have. Get with the times, have some competitive advantages, increase collaboration, and empower your staff to get more work done, while at the same time protecting yourself from phishing. Thanks, guys. Bye.